Our next contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 642 pounds, the shot caller Backwoods Brown and perfection personified, Keshawn Cannon.
Now this right here is what we like to call a grudge tag team match. You know, we got Backwoods Brown, who is known throughout the Midwest, the longest reigning GOCW heavyweight champion in history. Keshawn Cannon, it says enough, perfection. The guy, he's at perfection in everything that he does. You know, and they going up against two bums, I like to call that good for nothing Isaiah Snow and a guy named Bubbz. Now, you know what? This is what I think about Bubbz. Backwoods Brown's going to rip his head off. Why? Because Bubbz stepping in a limelight that he has no business in. He knows nothing about the rest of the business. Nothing at all. He needs to stick with club promoting and doing YouTube and TikToks and stay out of the ring.
Well, TC, I do believe that this is Bubbz' debut match at the House of Headlocks.
It's going to be his last match once Backwoods Brown get a hold of him.
And you were absolutely correct that this is a grudge match from the last show at the House of Headlocks Training Center in Butler, Wisconsin. Oblivion, we saw Keshawn Cannon attack Bubbz in the middle of the ring. Snow came out for the rescue.
And the Legacy Pro Wrestling Next Gen Champion, the Dark Angel, Isaiah Snow!
Isaiah Snow came out to the rescue for Bubbz to stop the attack from Cannon. And then Backwoods Brown came out, and Backwoods Brown bombed Snow almost through the mat. Then later that night, Snow defeated Backwoods Brown to advance into the Road to Glory tournament, which we'll be hosting later next month at the House of Headlocks Training Center in Butler, Wisconsin. We've seen incredible matches here tonight, folks. The Rookie Combine has been nothing but spectacular. But right now, things need to get settled between these four men here tonight. Now, TC, I know you don't like Bubbz. I kind of like Bubbz.
Look at him with a dancing fool.
He's
That's
excited.
What he is.
He wants to be here.
Fool.
He's living his dreams like each and every one of us do at the House of Headlocks.
You know what? And that is true. He is living his dream. But you know what? His nightmare is standing right across the ring from in the forms of Backwoods Brown and Keshawn Cannon.
Well, it really will be up to Isaiah Snow to keep Bubbz in line and hopefully prevent any injury from occurring, because you can see it on their face right now, TC. Backwoods Brown and Keshawn, they got a point to prove. They got a chip on their shoulder, and they're ready to break bones. Now, Keshawn, with the ascendancy with Ombre and Story Star, have been a thorn in the side of Isaiah Snow ever since the tournament has started.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something that you might not know. Since you like to pay attention to the internet, did you pay attention when Bubbz was on there talking about how he sustained the concussion? And in case you don't know, I know a little bit about concussions after a pro wrestling career of 20 plus years. A concussion just don't go away like that. So the question is Bubbz coming here 100%?
That is a really good question.
No, I'm going to tell you, I know he's not.
Is Bubbz 100%? And if so, will Isaiah Snow be able to lead him towards victory against two?
He's not going to be able to lead him. You got Keshawn Cannon there. You got Backwoods Brown. That's enough to beat any man. Anyone, man. So right now, Isaiah Snow, what he's doing is he considering himself a one-legged man in the ass-kick contest.
Isaiah Snow barely getting the win over Backwoods Brown at Oblivion at the last show. Now faces Keshawn Cannon. Now, TC, you've seen it at the training center between Keshawn and Isaiah Snow. These are the top students. These are the standard bearers at the House of Headlocks. These two men raise the roof every time, raise the bar, break the glass ceiling. They are what House of Headlocks represents in professional wrestling and in all of Wisconsin.
I see both men do. Look at that. Look at that. Shoulder block. What is it? Perfection.
Well, Keshawn living true to his name as perfection personified, but Isaiah Snow giving it right back to him tenfold. And Isaiah Snow, they know him as the Archangel because of his diabolical wrestling style, as you see right there, a monkey flip out of the corner. Keshawn Cannon landed face first. 1 count. Now you got to imagine that the story changes as soon as Bubbz gets tagged in.
If he was smart, he wouldn't tag Bubbz in. But that goes to show you right there, he's not smart because he just tagged him in.
Well, Bubbz taking his first steps into his professional wrestling career with a nice arm drag on the Keshawn Cannon. Another arm drag on Keshawn Cannon. Bubbz needs to pay attention. Do not be in the corner of that. Yeah, there you so. That's the greenery right there. Do not go into the corner of your opponent. Backwoods Brown let him off easy, in my opinion. But there goes Bubbz, big bulldog, showing some aptitude. You got to give him credit where credit's due.
He got a couple cool moves. I give him that, but I like to see him do that to Backwoods Brown.
I would like to see anybody do that to Backwoods Brown.
See, the one thing about Bubbz, he's too hype. He's too hyped up. He's running around in there, but he's not aware of surroundings. You big dummy, you was in the corner with Backwoods and he almost tore you apart.
Well, you might have just gotten your wish, TC, as lumbering man Backwoods Brown gets into the ring. I don't know if Bubbz fighting back. Bubbz trying his hardest, but to no avail. I'm not sure if that's at all affecting Backwoods Brown with a slugger of a lariato.
He's down. He's down. He's dead.
Well, hopefully Bubbz can recover from this and tag Isaiah Snow back in, or else this match might be short.
Can you say he can't feel his chest?
Yeah, that was enough to empty that man's chest cavity. Backwoods Brown showing Bubbz what it means to be in the business. To be a professional athlete, to be a sport, to be in this sport, you have to have some sort of tough skin. And Backwoods Brown is as tough as they get.
I don't think they come any tougher than Backwoods Brown.
They really don't. You see Keshawn Cannon throwing a little disrespect to Isaiah Snow. There's Isaiah Snow. And you can see, they're taking an advantage of the ref being distracted.
Because that's his old partner's fault. That's his partner's fault. His partner is going he's going against him. Disadvantage. Get it out of the ring, you fool.
Well, Keshawn Cannon is doing a great job at cutting the ring in half from Isaiah Snow. Bubbz is in deep trouble, and I don't know how long Bubbz will last, being trapped between Backwoods Brown and Keshawn Cannon. But he gets out of the suplex somehow, tags in Isaiah Snow. Here comes the Archangel. Big forearm. Reeling it back in, another big forearm. And it's exactly what they need right now. He needs to take advantage. Huge enziguri. Keshawn Cannon down to one knee. And both men are down, but Archangel, Isaiah Snow right back up. Now, folks, Isaiah Snow and Keshawn Cannon, who Backwoods Brown taking a cheap shot at Isaiah Snow. And Keshawn taking advantage of that. Big Falcon Arrow. Just a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more to keep Isaiah Snow down. Both these men are into Road to Glory tournaments that you could see at next month's show at House of Headlocks. Now these two men have a history stemming back from Oblivion, when Backwoods Brown took Isaiah Snow to war in a no disqualification match. I've never seen a more violent match in my history of watching pro wrestling, TC. The veteran versus the up-and-comer. The heart and soul versus the grizzled vet. Now both these men just throwing shots.
Isaiah Snow gonna learn. You're not gonna be able to go toe-to-toe, punch for punch with Backwoods Brown.
Well, doesn't have to go punch to punch with a high kick like that. Right off the ropes, caught right into a spinning fallaway slam. This is not good for Isaiah Snow. Barely kicking out. TC, when you have 300 plus pounds on top of you, how hard is it to kick out?
It's very hard. You're using everything in you to kick out. And after the beatings that he's sustaining right now, he just barely kicking out.
Well, you can tell.
First of all, I want you to understand something. You just said 300-something pounds. Backwoods is in a 400, almost 500-pound line.
I could tell as he's driving that weight into the neck of Isaiah Snow, cutting off the circulation in there. You got to think Backwoods Brown probably holds the biggest grudge of them all against Isaiah Snow after he got beat last show. Isaiah Snow with the front face lock on Backwoods Brown. Backwoods throwing in some crazy haymakers into the kidneys. Isaiah blocking the clothesline. Some big shots happening. Giving all he's got to take the big man down. Basement drop kick. And Backwoods Brown barely getting off his feet. And if Isaiah Snow were to tag in Bubbz right now, would he be able to have the wherewithal to take advantage of the situation? Or is he just too new and green?
I think Bubbz is running off of his energy, his hypeness for this, but Bubbz got to understand, this is a different ball game. This ain't the club. This ain't hyping the club up.
Now we got Bubbz and Keshawn Cannon both getting in, both fresh. Bubbz, big leg lariat. Catches the foot, Keshawn Cannon. Huge enziguri, Bubbz is a ball of energy. Ducks the clothesline. Goes in. Bit of a mix of a spine buster and a spear. Are we going for a... Ooh. Just a 2 count. But I think Bubbz just gave it all he had in that sequence of events. You got to stay on top of Keshawn Cannon. This is no time right now to die, to lose your momentum. Bubbz back to his feet. But Backwoods Brown's in the ring. And this is a scary situation for Bubbz. I don't even think he realizes he's so in the moment. And there's a reality check right there as Backwoods Brown, I think, just gave Bubbz another concussion, TC. If he was good then, he's certainly not good now. Isaiah Snow back in. Double knees to the jaw of Isaiah Snow, taking him down. And what's happening now, right? Oh no, TC, this is not good. Keshawn Cannon has a chair. Bubbz is in a terrible spot right now. This is not good for Bubbz. Come on, Keshawn, don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's his first match, Keshawn. Oh! Diving out of the way, Keshawn hits Backwoods Brown with the chair. As you can tell, he's upset. That's not good for team morale. Keshawn sulking in the corner. Backwoods might have had his bell rung a little too hard from that chair shot. I know he's a tough man, but you can only be so tough when you have a steel driven into your face. Isaiah Snow out of nowhere with the diving knee. Bubbz Bubbz with the roll up. It's a 3 count, DC.
Are you serious?
Wait
a minute.
Bubbz with the win, TC.
Wait
Bubbz
a
with the
minute.
win.
The Legacy Pro Wrestling Next Gen Champion, the Dark Angel Isaiah Snow, and Bubbz!
And with the quickest roll up you've ever seen, TC, Bubbz steals the win from Keshawn Cannon. That's gotta hurt. And there he goes, winning his debut match at the House of Headlocks. And to be a fly on the wall in the locker room later when Keshawn Cannon has to confront Backwoods Brown about what just happened.
I don't think I want to be Keshawn Brown.
I don't think I want to be Keshawn either.
Did I call him Keshawn Brown? He's gonna be a Brown when he get done.
I was gonna say, I think Backwoods Brown might hit Keshawn so hard he loses his last name.